I'm going to do a kettlebell flow in the garden later in my underpants, give neighbours a bit of a show.
Right.
And then I've got physio tomorrow.
There you go, you see. Should we go right upstairs and watch that? You up for it?
Marathon warm down.
Yeah.
Training with
Remember the warm down? That was an event, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was you on that? Was you
the
involved?
Rum down?
The rum down, sorry, yeah, that's what I meant. The
I
warm down. That was the first video ever. Did we use the warm
them.
down, wasn't it? On your channel. Your other channel, I should say.
Did most of them, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good laugh, that.
It was.
I used to join in at like 10 o'clock at night, and you lot would all be absolutely kiboshed.
Car parks.
Yeah.
I don't know what other words there is for it. It was just utter yogurt-induced. I mean, was you on rum as well? Was you drinking rum?
Sometimes not.
Because
when the ones here I was.
It was, do you know what? It was good gear, that, though, in lockdown. Like,
Yeah.
jumping on your channel and doing stuff, because it kept us going and like doing stuff with Maku and just, I used to love just doing random podcasts.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
that's not changed.
Yeah, no, that, to be fair, that's got worse if anything. You lads have been out today, haven't you? On a little date.
Yeah, went to
We're
watch.
going on a date together. Pathetic.
Right. Commenters, I want to know, what do you think Steve got for snacks?
I like this.
And what do you think Joe got for snacks? If anybody gets this correct, I will wire you £100 right now.
Can I play? Because I don't know. Can I have a go?
Yours is very guessable though.
And that's why no one's getting it.
Okay.
Right. Well, did they do avocado on toast at the cinema? Because that would have been yours, wouldn't it? Or what's that one that begins with a Q?
Let's just stop here.
Quinoa.
Quinoa.
There you go. Well, I don't know.
Quinoa.
Right.
He knows what
Two things just quickly.
Yeah.
Sorry
Go
to
on.
interrupt you. Since we met,
Yes.
how many times have we eaten out together? Genuinely.
I think, right?
Maybe 200?
I think I've had more meals with you than I have with all my children and my missus combined together.
Yeah, same.
Like, honestly.
Right. And how many times in those maybe 200 meals have I had avocado on toast or quinoa?
Don't matter, you look like the type.
The answer is
I don't know.
zero.
Okay, yeah.
It's 0 times.
It's around that figure, yeah.
So yeah, I took
It's just
an
what you
avocado
look
on
like
toast
you
in.
should eat.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd play along.
No, that's fair enough then. All right then. So Steve's in the cinema. What do you reckon he's having?
Well, if it's, I don't know, he's having like the biggest drink, obviously. That goes without say.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because Steve's a weird guy.
Is he?
No, he is. Because
Oh,
there's
yeah,
part of Steve that's like, you know, he can eat 10 burgers and drink 25 pints of Stella or whatever. But then there's a part of him that'll be drinking some, you know, energy flavoured water.
Yeah.
And eating a
Energy.
fucking protein bar.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't work him out.
That's why we keep him guessing. And
Yeah.
keep your body guessing.
That's what I mean. It could be. It literally could be anything.
Is it chicken and broccoli or Guinness?
That's
Who
what I'm
knows?
saying.
Who knows?
Get involved in the chat in the comments. Have a guess, because I don't know. Colin Couple Ditch, Steve, popcorn, chicken, Joe, kimchi. So this is at the cinema, don't forget. So we've got to be real here.
Do you know what? Let them.
It wasn't kimchi.
I reckon you had an hot dog.
No.
Are you sure? I think I know you. I think you would.
Technically, it wasn't a hot dog.
I think.
So here, let me broaden it out a bit.
do you mean
The
technically,
food
right,
I ate wasn't from the cinema.
Oh well, fuck you. Now that.
So I took my own food in. Because that, as me and Steve was chatting about in the cinema, it's like a myth that you're not allowed to take stuff in.
Mate,
You
I'd
can
say,
take
do
what
you know,
want.
honestly, right?
Yeah.
I am that guy. I took the kids to see Michael the other day, and I always do this. Yeah.
Not the first person to say that.
I took my kids to the cinema to watch the film Michael.
There we go.
And I do it all the time. We stop off at Morrison's or whatever,
Yeah.
other supermarkets are available. And then when they're all sat down, I go along and it's like one drink each, one crunchy each,
Meal
one
deal.
bag of crisps. Yeah.
Dishing it all out from the
I don't
multi-pack.
I'm shameless. I don't
Yeah,
give a shit.
fine.
Because they still get like nachos when they get to cinema anyway, because you get something out of it. But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
So,
Working class.
Stiad, what did you have to say?
Just basic stuff. Popcorn.
What flavour?
Did you have popcorn with M&M's in it?
He offered.
No?
Are you
Right, fair enough.
little sweetie boy?
Yeah, sweet, yeah.
Come on.
What do you mean, come on?
You're better than that.
I'm not.
Salted?
No.
Way better.
No.
Not even
Sweets.
50-50?
No, absolutely not. Are you mad? Big old jug of Pepsi.
Love that.
After what they did to Michael.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I felt dirty.
Yeah.
That's out of order, and that's a good point. Now they're selling Pepsi.
Set his head on fire.
Set his head on fire and sell you Pepsi to watch him getting his head set on fire.
It's about fucking £8 and all.
Bastards.
And then, what are they? They're do the little. You didn't see them, I don't think.
No, I
did you?
didn't see what else you had.
They're like a little cracker, and they do a cream cheese and chive flavour, and they're sensational. And they do a salt and vinegar flavour. And because I went with the sweet popcorn, I went with the salt and vinegar ones.
See,
Give yourself a little
it's not
mouth
his first
treat.
rodeo. He knows what he's doing.
So I went with, and I've not seen them in years. I used to.
I don't know what you're
absolutely
on
love
about.
them. No, they're I want to say the McVitie's, but they might not be. Search McVitie's
little biscuit.
salt and vinegar. It's something like that, yeah. Someone will probably know what
And they sell them at the cinema?
Yeah, and that shocked me because I've never seen them before, and that's why I had to indulge.
That sounds quite nice.
Salt and vinegar crackers.
Is it them, Steve?
Cracker crisp.
Looks like them.
Hey?
I have had them before, they're good.
Santa Notch made the guess of sushi.
No. I had a chicken tikka Subway.
Chicken tikka
And
Subway.
a bag of
Should've known.
wheat crunchies.
Classic, Joe.
Tomato flavour.
Oh, yeah. That's
and
good,
a big bottle of water.
Who went then? Was it just you two?
Deji went as
Oh, Dej as well, yeah. And you all loved it?
I wouldn't
Enjoyed
say,
it?
I wouldn't say I loved it, but I did
Right.
like it. It was
Yeah.
definitely a thumbs up.
You're
and a
one of them,
thumbs
you
down
know,
for
like,
me,
you
yeah.
know, that camera angle.
But what did you... No, I didn't what did you think then?
Wait, what did you mark it down on?
So-
Because for me, it's a fucking 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I love when Steve has an opinion on anything. Anyone who deviates from that opinion, he
It's
goes
absurd.
for. He won't like.
I just asked him a question.
Yeah,
but what are you marking it down on?
What is it? The aggression as well. What do you
It's
mark
not
it down
aggression,
on?
I'm just passionate.
I would like to talk about at some point the things that I did like about it. I don't want it to just be a case of you loved it and I thought it was shit, because that isn't the truth.
Is it? Right,
But
go on.
so one thing I thought wasn't perfect
The amount of black people in it.
that hadn't crossed my mind.
He said that when we were in there. to be
Yeah.
honest.
I was silent.
But I thought Michael Jackson was white. Why is his dad black?
I was silent. So, in terms
Sorry.
of character development,
See what I mean?
Absolutely fucking zero.
Have a word with you, mate.
Not one person changes who they are in the entire 2.5 hours. No one ever goes, oh, I thought he was a bad guy and he's done something nice there. Or, bloody hell, he sort of seemed like he was going to be nice and he's fucked him over. It's dad is bad, Michael is good, mum is nice.
Yeah.
And everyone at every record label loves him instantly. Nothing ever changes, and it's just like a repeating cycle of those 4 things for 2.5 hours, which is nice to watch. But
Yeah.
in terms of like really going, this was a great film, someone being a different person by the end than they were at the start would be nice.
How dare they not put better storytelling in the truth?
Yeah, but they could have done it in many different ways, though.
Yeah,
couldn't
you're
they?
right.
They could have. But I did like it. I did think it was good. It's nice to just see
I
the
don't
songs.
think they.
It's-
There's certain criticism I have. I get where you're coming from. I don't think they emphasised enough of. I know this sounds insane because they made a big deal out of it, but how big Thriller was, how seminal that was. Like they have a little meeting where he goes, "Get me on MTV." Yeah, I make a phone call. And like that changed the way we watch.
First black
music
artist on
videos.
MTV.
Yeah, and it wasn't just the phone call. It was the fact that it demanded it because of how popular he was, and like it was like
Yeah.
we can't ignore this guy. And I thought that was almost like one scene in an office, and I was like, right, you're on MTV, like, right, sound.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they gave it the gravitas it deserved.
No,
Like,
I
that's
agree.
changing musical history forever. Do you know what I mean? And that was sort of. So I get your point because
Also-
there was a couple bits where I was like, come on, man, we're not. You're not giving me enough bang for my buck here. This is unreal.
What happened to Bubbles? He gets this little chimp in.
Yeah.
He sort of, plays Twister with him a bit, has a laugh with him.
What do you mean? What happened to him?
And then by the last third of the film, he's just not in it again.
Right, okay.
He's like back in the house. He's chilling out in his bedroom. His dad's in there holding up Thriller, going, best-selling album of all time.
Yeah.
Where the fuck's Bubbles? He's just gone, isn't he? I thought I might see a little character arc for Bubbles there. I don't know. No, it was fun though. It was good.
If you
fun.
went and watched a film about Michael Jackson, though, it did everything you wanted it to do.
Yeah.
You had like all the songs were there, really. Like,
Yeah.
There was no like, well, we can't use the songs, we haven't got a license, so we're just gonna fucking talk about the songs. No, they played some of them. They played like the entire song, didn't they? Which was mint. The guy that played him, who's his nephew, was bang on.
He was fantastic.
Like
he was fantastic.
Jay, I nearly cried when he started talking for the first time because, like, fucking him, like, it's unbelievable.
My daughter, my eldest, right, which is kind of worrying about her education, to be honest with you, went, how did they make it? I thought he was dead. I'm like,
There you go.
no, that's not him.
That's someone else. I mean,
They nailed his look so
Yeah.
well throughout the
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
It's
albums.
not easy, and it was so good.
Yeah.
Even the bit at the end where he's like 88, like it was the year 88. Sorry,
Yeah.
you can see the progression. I thought that was good, and yeah, it was so good, like that part of it, because it's so difficult in it to get someone who plays him without just thinking, well, that's just they've missed
Yeah.
the mark there, but he did it.
And I think as well, almost like not just for the fact that genetically he probably shares a lot of genes with Michael Jackson because it's his nephew, but also keeping it in the family. No one can say, "Oh, it looks nothing like." They couldn't have done more. No one on earth looks like Michael Jackson for starters.
It's weird.
So you're going to be sticking prosthetics on whoever it is.
Yeah.
But doing it to someone that is like of the age and of the genetic makeup as close as you could possibly. I think that's the only way they could have done it, and I think he was excellent as Michael. So yeah,
the dancing was fucking good on it.
The dancing was good.
It was unbelievable.
Seriously, the dancing was mint, the music was mint, and also as well, like, you can pick holes in it. You can go like the story could have been better, and this could be better, and some of the acting was a bit whatever. But if you're going to watch a film about Michael Jackson, that does what you need it to do.
The only thing that I would like it to have done from the just pure fun perspective, not care about the movie side necessarily.
Yeah.
I would have liked one more moment of like really sort of building tension to a big climax, because the end was weird because there's like two endings. So it's like he does this tour with his... Sorry to spoil it. He does this tour with his family one last time.
Dies at the end.
No, which is still alive.
He does this tour with his family one last time, which was good. And then he immediately just cuts to he's on tour solo, doing one last song himself. And I feel like maybe just another 5 minutes in there of like, right, you've done everything you said you were going to do. You've sorted your family out. Now it's time for you. And then a real build up to that last song. Yeah. Maybe would have been nice. Just
there's
to
a
really
bit where
it
jumps a little bit, and it's like when his dad's trying to get him to do this song, you think he ain't doing that, and then he's doing it, and you're like, okay, well, why then?
But
it
was really good. And good songs.
It was, yeah.
It's got so many unbelievable
I could
songs,
watch it again, mate. If I hadn't been busy today, I'd have come with you. I only watched it on Wednesday. I would have, genuinely. I wanted to come with you again because it was fucking class. It really is. Get involved in the chat in the comments. Let us know if you've seen the Michael Jackson film.
His music is so good, isn't it?
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, it's just got so many absolute bangers.
That made it seem as well like he had basically written all his own songs. Is that right?
No. He didn't write Thriller, and he didn't write Human Nature.
Maybe not written them all, but like he's very much part of the sort of the mood board.
He wrote like Beat It and loads of other bonds, Billie Jean. So he's a songwriter, obviously, and he's written loads of songs. But I know Thriller was written by, is it Rod Templeton or whatever his name is?
They did sort of allude to someone doing
Toto,
like the production and the writing, I think, in early, like when he was first kind of going solo, when he was with Quincy Jones. Because didn't Quincy Jones do a lot of the either writing or organising, arranging or whatever?
I think was Bad the last time they worked together with Quincy Jones. I think it was, yeah.
Joe, what threw me, I said it to Joe as well, like, they fucking used the new Wembley shape and they haven't got the Twin Towers in it.
It's like old looking stadium, but it wasn't Wembley, was it?
Yeah. That's when I saw
and
him.
Also, it would have been in daylight as well. Was it in daylight when it started?
I saw him at Aintree when I saw him, and I was 8.
It was August at Wembley.
That was at the same tour?
Yeah. And I remember Kim Wilde was supporting.
Really?
We had to wait for hours as well, Like, literally stood around for fucking hours. Obviously, it's well worth it. But it was mad, because at one point, he was on one end of the stage, and his thing dropped down, and he was split second later, it was right the other end.
David Copperfield style.
Yeah, it was mint. That's one of the few things I can remember about it, to be honest with you. I was only little. Get involved in the chat and the comments. People are saying about part 2, and then someone, I think Steve M's saying they won't make a part 2.
They definitely are.
Part 2 is going to be incredibly insane, though, if they do, isn't it?
Because that's what I read as well about the Jordan Chance stuff.
Like, so this ends in 1988. Yeah. So what should we say? 85% of his big songs have been released at this point. Yeah. There's still another, handful.
Would you say 88 is when it's the zenith? After Bad,
he's done all his Grammys in there.
Yeah,
in terms of his
he's like the album that's perfect
peak,
again.
I would say so.
Yeah, and everyone's like, wow, he's done it again.
He still has some great songs.
I feel like, is it Dangerous? The one after that was a bit like
Dangerous, and then History, which was sort of like a compilation.
And then also the
and then
shady stuff started in it, where it's like
the face goes from being unique to a bit unnerving. Then it's court cases and holding babies over balconies and dissension into addiction and death, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And how this one was like a singing along with the family type film. Yeah. What the fuck is that going to be? Like some sort of David Lynch film where it's just him becoming this strange character. I don't even know how they would do it. And like you said, isn't there all complications?
Someone said it in the chat. I think some of his alleged victims have got to deal with the estate that they're not in it. Which means, can you address that? Which means if you don't address that, those allegations...
I've got a question for you.
Go on, love questions, mate.
Where's Janet Jackson?
That's a very good question, because she's not in it at all, is she? Even Latoya's in it.
Yeah.
She's hardly flavouring them on for that.
Latoya's outside and she's sort of smiling along with.
Yeah, there's one little bit when they're having.
What's he called?
Dinner.
What's he called?
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Sorry, yeah. Right.
The West Ham fans sing about.
I think he's still alive. Yeah.
Someone said that.
I think he's still alive, Bubbles.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw something not long ago, which is like Bubbles is now like a really aggressive chimp that lives in a cage on his own. If anyone comes anywhere within 50 feet of me, throw shit at him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like proper fucking.
He's on a.
To be fair, that's why.
Fall from grace.
Chimps aren't really pets, are they?
Not at all. They're really cute when they're this big.
Yeah.
But when they're 6 foot away, 240 and can absolutely rip your arms off, no.
Yeah, they're not quite so good then. They also live like 55, 60 years.
I was going to say how long they live for, because they're quite close to humans, aren't they? In a genetic makeup. So they must like live quite long.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a few bits in it. That,
old, angry chimp.
Was that? I'm gonna laugh a dickhead now.
Go on.
I've already committed to the question. So I can't remember because my memory shit. Was the chimp CGI?
Yes.
Right. Thank you.
Yes.
It was one of them ones.
So the chimp. The dad is probably the main character, isn't it?
Do you know what you want to do, right?
It's Joe and
if anyone who's got kids
characters.
and you take your kids to see this, right? The good thing is it'll make you look like Dad of the Year. Joe Jackson is fucking horrible. My kids were like, Jesus, we don't know how easy we've got it at home.
As he was leaving, they've played him down because it's Jermaine that's done it, so he's not going to crucify his own dad. I think it's still watered down for what he was like.
Mate, he was horrible, though. He was fucking like...
Yeah, I know, but I still think the film has watered it down.
Yeah. The bit where like they get home after they've been touring and he said, yeah, we did good, and he takes his belt off and batters him. I was like, rah. So you see...
Although
that's how it used to go down back in the day.
Not to defend him at all.
Like, screen in our house. It's no screen time for a bit if you're naughty.
Yeah.
In their house, you get battered for doing well.
Did it work?
Well, exactly. Well, this is it, Josie.
That's the horrible sort of dichotomy of it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that if he was just a dad that was like, if you want to sing, you can. If not, no worries.
If you want to go to bed now,
they would have just sang for a couple of years. One goes off to college, and it would be nothing.
Instead, you've got to go choose which belt to get in it with.
I know.
Exactly.
Which is a bizarre bit. We're literally just spoiling all of it. But there's a bit where it's like a montage of them, like, now they're out singing all the time, and they're dancing, and they're back home. And then in this montage with relatively upbeat music, is like Michael walking up to this kind of coat rack with loads of belts hanging down, picking which belt to get whacked with. And it's like he's being whipped for a bit, and then he's singing, and then it's like, it is a bit like, jazzing up this sort of abuse.
Do you know what I mean? It's a different era though, isn't it? Loads of people used to batter the kids back in the day. It wasn't frowned upon like it is now.
Since everyone got woke.
I know, woke. You can't do that anymore because you just get teachers will ring you out.
See, Michael Jackson got hit by his dad, and he turned out all right.
Did you just ignore all the banging tunes he made?
Yeah, sorry, that's true, yeah.
Fucking hell, Sean.
I know.
In terms of, long-lasting scars, it couldn't be more on display.
He was a well-rounded individual. He had no issues whatsoever. Well-adjusted,
yeah, that's
he had no issues whatsoever. So thank you, Joe Jackson.
None that I know of.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
And if any, that was just a fame.
It was, the fame that did for him, not his dad swatting him every day.
Yeah.
The rest of them are all right, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all
one of them
fine.
was on Big Brother, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Smashed it.
Hey, see, that's how his career, Jermaine.
That was Jermaine,
yeah. His career was doing well.
Janet.
Janet Jackson, she's doing all right. Yeah, etc.
Is Joe still alive?
Joe? I don't know, actually.
He's got to be dead, hasn't he?
He's definitely heart attack tackle.
Yeah.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I don't think he's alive.
I didn't know he was mates with Don King. He only died 8 years ago.
Is his mum alive?
Let's have a
Catherine.
look. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just going there.
He's definitely mates with Don King. Even just looking at him, you could fucking tell that, couldn't you?
Yeah, that was so mad. I forgot about that. But when all that came up and it was like, them two plotting.
We just got Don King sat in the fireplace.
Yeah.
Ripping cigars.
And Cat's
still alive.
Catherine Jackson, she's 95.
Go on.
She's still going.
Go on, Cat.
Do you know what I mean?
So his estate mate's like 500 mil a year.
Does it?
Really? I'm not surprised.
Do they still own his music and stuff?
You can tell that though.
I think he own all the Beatles as well.
Yeah, he does. Him and Paul McCartney fell out over that. Because he bought all the rights to the
He went,
Beatles
you
song.
should buy like music rights. He was like, cool.
I'll buy
Bought the
yours.
Beatles.
Like what? I've got more money, I can do what I want. I didn't mean buy my records, my music. Catherine Jackson, 95 years old, man. That's mad, isn't it? Still going strong.
When did the allegations start? Do we know? Because I've seen people saying, why weren't they in the film? And then other people saying it didn't start till afterwards.
I think. Let's have a look.
So is it a real?
I'll tell you when Redacted happened, and he said Redacted.
There you go.
Okay, I think we're looking at. Should we just get to? It's got to be in. Is it personal life or controversies on his Wikipedia?
As if he ain't got a controversies section.
No, he hasn't.
He's got a philanthropy one though.
Well, this is what. Right, I'm gonna.
Got a lot of chapters through.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot going on here. We are 93. Yeah, so he's 1993 when it started kicking off.
So this film ends in 88. So
so he's all right at this point.
Somewhat understandable, but it's not mentioned.
What I mean? And also, it doesn't really cover 88 fully, does it? It doesn't cover Bad.
No.
Really.
It literally just goes, Emery released Bad and went Wembley.
Yeah. His story continues.
And I think they nailed the look of him. The look on Thriller, and then his Grammy outfit that Joe's wearing in the thumbnail. And then when they shown his face for Bad, fucking hell. They've killed it.
I know,
they've
man.
absolutely delivered.
And it worked though as well, even with the Grammys thing, they didn't really get into all that.
No.
You just saw him with a load of Grammys.
Yeah, the fact that he won like 13 or something.
Yeah,
one
broke
night.
the record.
But the problem is, innit, realistically, he's done too much for too long. Like, it's 2 films. It should be 5. Or 3 or 4.
You could probably do one on every album.
Because
we've not touched Smooth Criminal, although that might be on Bad.
Yeah, it's Bad. Smooth Criminal.
So, yeah, I mean...
But do you know what I mean? It's like, they've almost tried to fit too much
Off the
in,
Wall,
really.
he's barely mentioned.
Yeah, they didn't touch anything of the... Was it Spielberg that he did the werewolf shit with as part of Thriller? Not even mentioned.
Yeah.
There's so much missed because obviously you have to miss so much because he's so big.
Didn't touch that. Ben didn't touch that.
But yeah.
Like, when he was like still finding his solo career. Didn't really get into all that. It was just like they went around to tell his dad he wanted to do a solo album, and his dad was like, "Yeah, sound." Maybe he does it in the evenings.
Yeah.
I love the way they're shitting themselves as well when they're asking him because his daddy's like fucking scary character, scary man. Monty Boogie says, "I've decided to one up the guy this morning and stole an ambulance to sit in and watch the show."
Someone we were doing the news before, and someone said, I'm in an ambulance at work watching the show. Like, I've snuck off to an ambulance. I was like, hopefully you work
What was their job?
Well, I said, hopefully you work in a hospital, because if someone's just parked an ambulance outside the Curry's PC World you work in and you've commandeered it,
no one will look for me.
What would be even worse is if they're actually an ambulance driver and they've decided to go and watch your news.
What, an ambulance driver's out to watch news?
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Just turn my phone off.
Yeah, put it on silent.
Yeah,
Do not disturb.
Show my laptop, and it's like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, that was the hope. So I think Maury Boogie's gone one step even further.
Oh yeah, John Landis did the Thriller. But on this though, it's like Michael Jackson's directing it, really, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's telling John Landis what to do.
I do think, TV series about it, 1 episode per album, like a 10 1 hour episode,
a Netflixy
series,
HBO style,
in the style of the like we were talking about the other day. Only saying it because it's the first thing in my head, but the
OJ one,
like that kind of care and deliberateness.
That was a good one. Yeah. If you did it like that
with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah. It's like because you need that because, like you said, he's done so much. You could have like 3 episodes before you get to Thriller.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Fucking hell! I hope you have more than 3 episodes before Thriller. Yeah. My God.
You've got all that. The Jacksons, obviously. Huge.
Nothing about Lionel Richie. Nothing about Diana Ross. Fuck all about Motown in the grand scheme of things.
No, there was like
they played a fucking fairground. Oh, did they? Fuck off. Like.
Yeah. No, it's
Lionel Richie was on a podcast. It might be with Joe Rogan actually, talking about like people chasing Michael Jackson and he would wear the same clothes for fucking weeks on end. He goes, he'd come into the room and he'd be like, he fucking stinks. And he'd be like, Michael, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, but I've only got these pair of jeans because I can't put them in the laundry because people steal them and stuff. And he's like, there's so many fucking things like
stuff like that
not been
cool.
touched on.
Yeah.
What are his kids up to? Are they doing now?
What do you mean?
Michael Jackson's children.
Oh, are we acknowledging that they're his kids?
Oh, aren't they? Really? Didn't he go around with him wearing masks and all that because they were his kids? And
I don't think they're his kids.
Really? What one of them called Blanket or something?
Yes.
What? No, I'm not trying to be funny here.
I know that there was nicknamed Blanket, but I don't know.
Right.
Is it Prince Michael II? Or something?
That's it, Prince Michael. That was one of them as well, wasn't it? Is that the one he dangled off the balcony?
Shimon.
I mean, honestly, even when I watch that now, that gives me an outside.
Well, you never dangled your kid off a balcony?
Mate, I'm not allowed. Vonnie went mad at me for doing it.
What's the worst thing you done on your kids?
What do you mean, like, in terms of...
Danger.
I splatted Jaden with a door once by accident.
What, open a door into him?
Yeah, do you know what? In hindsight, should just come out to the car.
Yeah.
Right, I had to get something from the car, And I'd been in Afghanistan, so I'd just come back and I'm like, I'm on my own and I'm in pure panic mode. Like, fuck, got a kid. I need to get something from the car. I'll run. Yeah, rather than just take the kid.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. That would have been way better.
Yeah.
Right. So what I did was I sprinted out of the house, over the road, into the car, backward road. And as I fucking gone whoosh with the door, he fucking stood up and walked behind it and went push, and he got dunked against the wall and then slid down it and then started crying like, oh,
oh mate.
Yeah, that's not
he's got brain damage.
No, it's not the one, is it?
Yeah,
no, the worst I've ever done is I chucked my eldest in a hot bath once by accident.
What?
I didn't know how hot it was. She was playing up and I'm like, getting in that bath, stop moaning. And she screamed and jumps out.
No way did you rock bottom her into the bath?
Yeah, and when I put my hand in it, I just started crying. I'm like, Jesus wept. I'm so sorry. So yeah, that's just the standard fare. Scolding, taking giving my daughter a skin graft. We've all been there, haven't we? It doesn't say on his Wikipedia is just a mess because I can't say anything. It's not organised properly. It's just got career, death, legacy, philanthropy, artistry. Oh, hang on a minute. In-depth reads says the film disappointed me. Didn't portray people correctly at all, and so many inaccuracies. E.g., Beat It demo was written for Off the Wall. In the film, they showed him coming up with the idea in '81. There you go. There's an interesting one. I like that. Bit of a...
See, I don't know enough about him to know the like.
I know some of the songs that they made out like that he wrote. He hadn't. I could see that, but I wasn't sure on the sort of the timeline of certain things and whether they'd move things around. I get there's a little bit of that anyway because you're trying to sort of get this point across.
Yeah.
But you've got to have a limit with it, and you can't just sort of start throwing in things that are just completely inaccurate.
Colin says we're going to talk about Steve Blanky and Joe during the marathon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what happened there? Because I actually...
When have you spoke about that?
But off the bar, because I did the other way around, and I probably hurt myself by getting all giddy when I saw Joe and showing off.
Yeah.
And then my legs were going afterwards, and I thought I shouldn't have done that. I was like, because I still felt full of... But yeah, that's what I was like. About half a mile later, I was like, I shouldn't have
Where was that, about round near Sale somewhere?
It was, Sale.
What's that, 90 miles in?
Yes, right in the corner.
Because my legs went at 20 miles in where I was like...
So Steve ran past and we were shouting, and Steve just didn't.
Did you see them?
I just didn't notice.
All right,
I didn't think it was a case of knowing I was there and ignoring me.
Honestly,
which would have been funny, to be fair.
We had so many people like shouting. I got a few of them on the vlog that I did, but like
the fact you were filming is outrageous.
The amount of fucking people that, if I caught you in between a song, kind of going a little bit quiet or whatever, the amount of fucking people that was shouting encouragement is incredible.
It's mint, innit?
Yeah,
it is good.
It's amount of fucking people that just turn up, the amount of people handing out sweets, the amount of people with like little power up signs, everything like
class that. I had a few of them. What are them? Pig things, I had a few of them on the way.
What? Ribs?
No, the pigs, the sweet Percy pigs.
Pork scratchings.
Someone had pickle juice as well.
People say it's good for cramp.
Well, I was suffering from cramp, so I don't know. I necked it.
Did you?
Yeah, fucking right, I did. You never necked pickle juice on the
it was
side of the road?
And not just piss.
I mean, either way,
run after you.
Yeah.
Not 20 miles in, they're not.
It was
Laters, nerds.
To be fair, it was warm, which was a bit weird.
And
there's a pube floating in it.
There's a pube floating in it, and it came straight out of his knob. So maybe you're right, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have let that man piss in my mouth. Maybe it wasn't pickle juice.
The game's gone.
Honestly.
Such a shame, though, innit? You can't trust anyone these days.
Right.
Back in my day. Bloody hell, 50 quid super chat there.
Super chat, you got to read that. Right, Peter Kelly first, because there's an order to proceedings.
Sorry, everyone.
Who's been a member of the Academy for 69 months.
That's unbelievable, Peter. Thank you.
Yeah.
We've been fucking going that long.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I mean. I think Peter was a member before we had. I think for part 2, going in the 90s, they should touch on the Cup Winners' Cup final in Rotterdam in 1991.
If you fucking don't, I tell you what.
Do you know what I mean? The first half hour of that film should be about that.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have opinions on Clayton Blackmore, then what are we doing?
Yeah, that goal line clearance. The game that has gone. Right. I want to get the name right because he spent so much. Do you want to read the name, Joseph?
He's absolutely stitched him up there.
My
I would say
pronunciation is terrible.
Muad Razak.
Yeah, Muad Razak says, for how critical some of United's fans were of Ronaldo's second stint at United, do you think fans were overly harsh in Ronaldo's second stint? Because looking back on it now, his goal production was mega. Still had some really great moments. I mean, it's a fair point. I think there was the excitement of signing him was actually up there with anything we've experienced post Fergie. If we're being,
it was unbelievable. Let's
be real. You were here. We are. It was me, Ronnie, and Abdul on the Brew for some reason. I don't know where you were when it was announced. I think you were away.
I was upstairs. I was in that day. I don't know what I was doing.
He was on the Brew because he was announced during the Brew. Anyway, that moment was mint. Like genuinely, like with Ronnie and Abdullah were getting emotional. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just that season. I think he got 27 goals in all comps, 24 goals in all comps, 18 in the league, which I think is like the highest anyone's got in the league since Van Persie or something.
Yeah.
But ultimately, that second season, it's the same with like Cavani. It's the same with Zlatan. It's the same with Ronnie. It's that second season. That second season does for him.
Yeah, it was more than you can score goals, but you have to contribute more than the goals. And have you seen Steve McLaren talking to Button Scholes about that? He goes into a little bit more detail
about asking him to press, and like we dialed it back for him. Like, just do this one thing, and then if he does that, do that. That's all you have to do.
Which was basically press one guy. If he passes it, go back to your position. It was very, very straightforward, and he was obviously didn't want to do it.
And also, if you're someone that is scoring enough goals that it doesn't matter, that isn't 18 league goals. That's 30 league goals, 35. You know, when you're at Real Madrid and you're scoring 55 to 65 goals every single season for 7 years in a row,
don't worry about it.
Then you don't have to press. But 18 league goals is, you know, Thiago at Brentford.
Yeah,
it's not you're so good you don't have to do anything else.
No, I do
it's
hear
good, but it's not good enough to just derail.
You was at that Newcastle game. That Newcastle game.
God.
Fucking hell. That was just
a beautiful
amazing
thing that day.
3 times I should have to ask me to put my cock away.
Really? They wouldn't let you? No. You think you could have said, like, well, it
was out for 90 minutes. It just 3 times he asked.
It's just pickle juice.
There was that many people with their cocks out. He took him a while. Sorry, Tom.
Like, that was an amazing day.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
The fact he got a brace.
That was the first game back after lockdown as well?
No. The first game after lockdown was Leeds.
Cavani chip, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, but that was the first game, but the full crowd was Leeds.
Oh, right.
Because that was...
I had to get drunk.
Yeah, because that was like staggered return.
Were you at that one?
The Leeds one. One of my favourite games. They were the best thing about that game, right, for me, was Varane was announced before on the pitch, which was good because no one really knew that was going to happen. I think we knew we were getting him, but not the announcement. And then, this sounds weird, right? The best thing that happened was Leeds equalising. Yeah. Because they equalised. They were all cheering, celebrating with the fucking shoes off like they do that stupid dickhead fucking shoes off if you ain't my name. And then we scored straight away as they were still celebrating, which made it. And then it was the one where Pogba got like 5 assists and Bruno got an hat-trick. It was just fucking, that's enough of that. These two are just going to absolutely destroy your team. Yeah, it was mint. The atmosphere was so good. And I was, saying some daft things afterwards about 21 and all that.
Felt right, didn't it, at the time? Felt right.
And then when Ronnie did that against Newcastle, I might have said him again.
We finished second the year before. It's not that bad to think we could, go one step further. Yeah, like, this is it.
Sorry.
Muad Razak again with another £50 super chat. Thank you very much. Bloody hell. Congrats, Steve and Jay, on your guys' marathon. Big up the Paddock. Congrats, guys.
Thank you. Well, you've been there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've done was it York?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, me and Steve know that we live in Manchester. And
we said we run this town, so we did.
We did. You know what I mean? But was that any good?
Did a bit of walking as well.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Fun,
yeah. Loads of crowds in that.
More of it's through like farmland and trees and stuff.
Fuck that
so
noise.
There is plenty where there's people on the roads and stuff, but there's a decent chunk where you're like just out.
I just love the fact that when you're doing a marathon and you go through Manchester, me and you were chatting about this the other day, you see all of Manchester, don't you? So in Altrincham,
we don't go through Droylsden, so it don't.
All right, fair enough. You don't go.
It's not triple A.
But you get, you go through Altrincham where it's like they're giving you, fucking avocado on toast and fucking, you know what I mean, patting you on the back and saying everyone's a winner. And then you're going through like Wally Range when they're offering you a line and that.
Yeah. Power up line.
Yeah, it's like you do see proper Manchester, but
you goes from well done to ERs.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's so good because you see the whole thing and it's mint. I like this. In-depth Freds with Super Chat says, also, going back to Michael Jackson film, they showed Jackson 5 performing Big Boy at home in 66. They didn't actually know the song till 67. I love that stuff. I love it that people know that.
I love that he's annoyed.
Yeah, I'm not having that. That wasn't out till 67, so get your facts straight.
Also, the thing with that sort of thing is, surely the people that wrote it knew that.
But they probably didn't care.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I think
they probably go,
Jermaine.
Yeah.
Surely you was there.
Yeah.
They never remember though, do they? Like footballers never do. like musicians.
That's why Carell Prince does so well.
HMRC for films.
Because some of it he does. Like some of it is footballers lying. Yeah. Like telling things that they know are false because they want to get more clout.
It's a good story, yeah.
But some of it, because we've all spent time with footballers, is because their memory's fucking worse than mine.
They pulled Ash up on something when he was on Filthy Fellas, and Ash was like, we'd been drinking for about 4 hours. He goes, I have no idea what I was talking about.
Some of it is just that,
yeah, like, you get them levered on that, don't they?
No, allegedly.
Allegedly, sorry. Well, to be fair, I think fucking, it was your man Troy Deeney got out his bottle of brand new.
All right.
Yeah. I was literally like you on when you used to be with your rum, was like, right, that's empty.
Simpler times, Jay.
Happier, simpler times. So yeah, that's why you get them so vocal about everything without a filter, because they're probably steaming.
Good tactic.
Yeah, isn't it? Well, it is for certain channels, not for all of them, should we say? Cameron 9830, who's been a member for 67 months again. Amazing. Thank you for supporting this channel so much. I was in a university class reading articles to catch up on Ronaldo to City. By the time I got back to my dorm, he signed for us. Couldn't believe it. RMG 1975 says MJ was extorted in life and in death with false allegations. There is a doc, Square One, on YouTube, which breaks down the first 1993 allegation. For legal reasons, we won't get too much into that, but you can signpost us to any documentary and people can go and make their own minds up and have a read of, or a watch of that, I should say. Do you think there's going to be a second film? Can they make it happen?
Yeah. I think they're going to.
They're going to do it.
I think they've almost... They've been in the rumours of it anyway.
Yeah, but apparently there's legal reasons why.
I think it would be so much of a shit show. I'm not sure they can.
It's going to be problematic. And also, are the family going to be as on board when you're going...
Aren't they producing it?
I know, but... Again, then what do you do, though? Because it's like... You're producing it, so you're going to paint him in this light of being perfect, and yet you have to address the fact that he has all these allegations. You have to address the fact that, you know, even though some of it was obviously a skin condition, he taters his face to the point of what you're doing. Yeah. Like, you can't just ignore all these things.
You've got, obviously, a large percentage of his family are producers of it.
Yeah.
Because they listed them all at the end.
Yeah.
But then Paris, who's the very vocal one of his kids...
That's it, Paris.
It was... Not diplomatic, because it wasn't really diplomatic, but I saw an interview that she did, and she was kind of like, they can do what they want. Like, and it was kind of like, I've got fuck all to do with that. And I don't want anything to do with that. It was the sort of... And it felt like she was not happy with it.
Yeah. That's usually the case, isn't it? Most people, that when it's a biopic about the dad or the whoever, usually they speak out about it and say... Because everyone's got a dark side, haven't they, to them? I know this is obviously taking it to another level.
Some more than others,
Yeah, but when that's highlighted in a film, people are going to be like, I'm not into that. Or that wasn't fair, or whatever. You hear a lot of that on biopics, don't you?
I mean, the second one's going to have to be a lot more tragic in it, either way.
Yeah, it is. Dario Brubeck says, lads, biopics are always inaccurate. Yeah. See Bohemian Rhapsody. Shit sandwich, best biopic. My favourite is Elvis. Exceptional piece. I like Walk the Line, mate.
Walk the Line's good.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that in the cinema.
Johnny Cash.
I like...
I do like Johnny Cash.
Love and Mercy as well.
Remind me.
That's the Brian Wilson one from
Beach
the Beach
Boys.
Boys. But that's different because that's like... He basically had a sort of not just breakdown, like a complete breakdown in the late 80s, early 90s, I think. So it's like him when he's like in his 20s writing Pet Sounds and coming up with the Beach Boys, and then going back and forth 25 years of him at the worst point in his life as well. So it's not just a sort of straight line through of like a little story. That's my favourite.
Yeah, and his dad was a fucking knobhead as well, wasn't he? Brian Wilson's dad, he was horrible.
Yeah, he was.
Do you know what I mean? David Abeke May. David Abeke May. Director wanted to start the Michael Jackson biopic with his 1993 arrest. That'd have been a fucking choice, wouldn't it? Hey? Jesus works. I think I'd have, right, kids, we're going. The producer of Bohemian Rhapsody preferred a sanitised film focusing on hits. The director departed, and the producer did the rest of the film. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Bohemian Rhapsody was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it?
I've not seen that.
You've seen that? You showed me that scene that's the worst edited scene
ever. Yeah, where there's like 26 cuts in about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Or more, less. Where they sat around the table.
I've seen it.
You'd have seen that clip. It's just literally just...
It's ridiculous.
Cut that
I remember you and Patterson going on about it forever.
It's hilarious. And then I think they won best editing. They won best editing.
Yeah, which is so stupid. Yeah. Like, how has that happened? Yeah. Like, it's literally been highlighted for its poor editing, and it's won the best award you can win for its editing. I thought your man, what's his name? I forget his name. What's his name? Is it Rami Malek?
Yeah.
Did a pretty decent job of playing Freddie Mercury. It was going to be Sacha Baron Cohen, wasn't it? But he dropped out.
Yeah.
Because he said they wanted to do the film, and halfway through the film, Freddie Mercury dies. And he was like, so what the fuck is the rest of the film about then? Why is that halfway through the film? Because that should be like at the end of the film, surely. Yeah. And they were like, well, it's about how the band carries on and does really well without him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He was like, the band does what? I don't know if you... It doesn't. Like, that's more or less the end of Queen, isn't it? I
don't just see who wrote this. Brian May.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just like, it came to a bit of a...
That's not the story we're going to tell.
Brian May wins awards for his hair.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, let's be real.
Get Freddie out of the way and then get to the real success.
Yeah, there's the real success of the
band.
Released
another remastered version of Queen 2.
Yeah.
That's it. I think they're doing another one this year.
Shut up.
There's another remastered Queen collection coming out this year. Like this 50th and 40th.
Really?
What are they remastering?
They're remastering the 2015 remaster.
Yeah.
Like
it's the remaster.
Or maybe
of
like
the
2012 or something.
Lucky us.
They've already remastered it.
Is there a Beatles film? I know there's Nowhere
There's
Boy.
4 coming out
Nowhere
now.
Boy, which is about John Lennon.
There's literally 4
and
coming
Insert
out.
the Beatles. Really?
Yeah, they're doing one for
Backbeat
each
as well.
person.
Right, really?
Yeah, coming out.
Who's involved in that?
I think, is it Peter Jackson? Or did he do the other stuff? Have a look. I think it might be Peter Jackson. If not, he did something else with the Beatles. But they're doing 1 per member.
Really?
Yeah, and they're all coming out on the same day, I think, which is a fucking
bore off.
You're not into it, are
you? Sam Mendes. Sorry.
That is class, to be fair.
Sam Mendes is
He did
good,
1917.
So yeah, there you go. They're coming out when April 2028. Fucking April 2028. They've already filmed it. Why is it coming out in 3? Not 3 years. It's 2026. Still 2 years though. But I guess they've got to edit 4 films
In a day.
in a day.
Fair enough. I'm man watching that.
Yeah, I'll check them bad boys out. Got to, haven't you?
J. Joe's adopted son Benjamin says, in the train at Arnhem,
Nijmegen.
No, thank you, Nijmegen. Now, Manchester Airport tonight, weekend in Manchester, and the game with my mate. Excited? Any of you going up the Paddock? Yes, we'll all be there, apart from Joe, who'll be on the watch along. Doing good. Oh, wow.
I'm at the Sports Journalism
Oh,
Awards.
so nominated for an award, have we? Fuck off.
Me and Laurie in the same hotel.
Lovely.
I'm sure that'll be,
Uneventful, Jay. Uneventful.
A few,
Uneventful.
Cups of tea and an early night.
Your little twinings next to the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going to put my face mask on and go sleep now. Got an early start.
Jay, you know me. I sleep with a face mask.
I slept with a face mask last night.
It's fucking sensational.
It's great, isn't it?
Is it not life-changing?
It is.
Commenters, yes or no, face mask. And if you've not tried it, don't comment.
2 headphones in as well. That's probably too much.
Yeah, because I feel them in my ear. If I do that.
I just laid on my back like a vampire.
Whatever works for you, right? I'm not knocking it. If it works for you, fair enough.
What's your favourite oven pizza?
Oven pizza?
Yeah. Do you know you're getting like an oven pizza?
Yeah.
What are you getting?
I like one with the stuffed crust.
What, dog flavour?
Yeah,
Stuffed crust?
listen, we're poor in our house. We have to eat dog food. The stuffed
Lot of
crust.
protein in it.
Exactly.
What, that takeaway one?
Yeah.
The Chicago Town
Yeah,
takeaway?
that's like
But it's
like those
stuffed with
style.
tomato sauce though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not Chicago sound, but it's a variation of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that stuff. Why? What's yours?
I like either the round Chicago Town microwavy ones, but
No, you burn your bastard mouth off,
into
Joe.
microwavy
put them in the oven.
ones.
Don't microwave them. Put them in the oven.
Get them in the
crispy.
oven.
and then you cover them in mayo and Frank's red hot sauce. Or the other one is the
Salad cream's the one, you know.
Is it Chicago Town? No, what's the other one? Goodfellas Stone Baked. Oh, they're good.
Marks and Spencer's got a big, like, oval-shaped bad boy, like
Yeah.
a spicy chicken
yes.
one.
They're
Like
elite.
your little poshy ones.
You're living your best life when you're eating them bad boys.
Yeah, but I feel like those ones often don't have enough tomato sauce on for me. Though.
What kind of face mask? It's an eye mask. It's just a blackout, not a fucking one of them fellas.
Oh, this is a good question. Matt G 401. Oasis biopic. Who you casting? What's it called? What's the story?
What's the story? Oh, the master plan.
Yeah, no, I like that. Who are you casting then? See, I don't know enough young actors.
Barry Keoghan could be either of the brothers.
All right, we can't have him in every.
I know,
he's playing Ringo Starr.
but he is. But he could be though, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. To be fair.
Chesney from Corrie.
Yeah, get him in.
Who's
There's gotta be
Quigsy.
someone. that looks a bit-
Our mate Andy Ellis could be Bonehead.
yeah.
There you go. There's one for you. I'm trying to think who else, because all the actors I know are a bit old now. They can't, because you need someone who can play like a.
We need someone to play the comeback. version of it.
Well, do you know what? You have Gene Gallagher play his dad because he looks very much like him.
So who you
That's
having
like
as-
Michael Imperioli. No, it's not. Ignore me. James Gandolfini's son played him in the
Ice-T's son played his as well in
Sopranos
Compton.
film. Yeah, Shane Jackson.
Yeah, he was good in that.
Ice Cube's son. Yeah.
But you can still have 2025 comeback Liam and Noel, so you can have someone in the 50s.
That'd be a good, that'd be a good place to start almost. You could go like the comeback and then
them holding hands,
goes,
walking out on stage,
and then it goes like 1967 Burnage, whenever how old they were growing up there in the 70s, probably, innit? Yeah, that'd be a good one. They need to do that. You think that now they've made up. The trouble is though, right, with a biopic with people who are still alive as well. If you want the rights to that music, I presume Noel owns all these rights.
Well, they supposedly one of the reasons for why they did the tour last year is because their music's coming up for sale this year,
and he wants.
And instead of it being worth 100 mil last year, it's worth $1 billion because of it's not been non-stop played for the last year.
Right. Okay.
Quite clever.
That is very clever. So it depends. If they don't own the rights to that music, then someone who does wants to make that film, then I presume they can do what they want.
Yeah.
But if it's the Gallagher brothers who own the rights to that music, or Noel, because he wrote nearly all of it, he's not going to let them make a film where he comes across as a bit of a bully and a twat, which at times he was a bit, wasn't he? Yeah. Let's be real.
I mean, the Fallout's good.
Yeah.
There's some good drama.
That's a right film, that, innit?
Yeah.
When you think about it.
If they'd let them tell it.
Yeah, if they could do the actual film of what went on.
Do you know the problem is with
some of the recordings when they was snizzled off their nut and just in the pub all day would be sensational.
Don't you think it's mad that how good Liam Gallagher was at just remembering all these words and the fucking songs and everything, and
he's on meth.
Yeah, because he would get the fucking songs and just learn them straight away and go and perform them in the when they were recording them, and everyone was amazed at how quickly he could pick him up because everyone just thinks he's a bit of a thicko. I know Noel's obviously a genius.
Yeah, but he's got his own.
Yeah, but if you're someone, you know what I mean? If you're just a bloke who barely knows anything,
I'd love to actually hear Noel talk about because a lot of the first two albums was written before the first album
even
went
some
out.
Of the third.
But didn't he write 30 songs in a couple of
even
years?
What's it called?
That long.
It's Getting Better, Man, and My Big Mouth. I think and all that were written in
before the first album.
He was writing
so what was you fucking plugged into, and for how long? Because the level of songs that came, and obviously it fell off after that. Yeah. But Jesus Christ, it's unfathomable.
It is, isn't it? It is. We're gonna wrap it up there, but we will be back.
Someone just said blackout curtains mandatory. That's cool, but if you've got a wife that plays stupid games like Candy Crush and stuff like that, they're no fucking good to you. You need your own fucking face thing.
Listen, he knows what he's doing.
Your personal
Get on your
blackout
face,
curtain.
Max. That works.
And they're also good as well because then you got a blackout curtain in the car, on an aeroplane, in a hotel.
That's Stevie's pro tip. That Get one of them. Get one of those little fucking whiplash fellas for when you're on a plane. Yeah. Hook it onto the back of the seat. Eye mask down,
but good eye mask.
Yeah, it's got to be
not the one that's just like a sanitary towel with an elastic band on it.
No,
like a proper one.
I've got a Whoop Do one. It's fucking top.
Do you have one where you can open your eyes inside and it's
black?
It's different. Yeah,
black.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
The little cuppies.
Yeah, little cuppies.
Yeah.
So you know what to do. You've had the advice there from Uncle Stephen and Uncle Joseph. Get on the face masks that aren't like sanitary towels with a bit of a lackey band. That's what you need to remember. This has been The Brew. That's been Stephen Howson. Go and check him out. You got a game this weekend?
We're away to St Helens tomorrow.
St Helens?
It's penultimate. It's my last game of the season. I'm not here for the very final one.
Well, that's great management, isn't it? Fucking off the last game of the season. Jesus Christ.
Baggers' wedding and that.
Oh, yes. No.
Interesting.
That must be nice to get invited. Not that I wanted to go anyway.
We were invited in spirit.
Just not in reality.
Yeah, sure.
So you enjoy that. Go and check out Steve's other channels. Go and check out him on the Sloppy Joe's podcast as well. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. That's been Stephen Howson. That's been Joe Smith. I'm Jay Moy. This has been The Brew. Thanks for watching.